always keep an eye out for distraction blocking tools that may help you. We always tend to go back into our old bad habits, and that can be really detrimental when you're trying to implement a new writing goal and stick with it. Distraction is quite a big problem for so many people that sometimes we need that additional support of a tool. So one that works really well for me is putting my phone on airplane mode. That way I'm not receiving any notifications from anyone. And I do this if I'm in a really focused period of, say, an hour and I'm trying to write a lot during that hour. My phone is just on airplane mode so that there's no possibility of any distractions coming through. That's a pretty easy one because most people have smartphones and, you're always in fear like, well, what if I get that call I really needed? If you're taking a break for an hour, or you're working for an hour, you can check that on your break. But it really does help to put that distraction completely away, put it on airplane mode, or put it in a different room. One of my favorite tools ever is called Gmail Inbox Pause and Boomerang. They're now one service. This is a way to turn your inbox off. So not just closing the browser or the browser tab, but actually having Gmail Inbox Pause and Boomerang hold your incoming emails in a folder that you can't see. Now, in case of an emergency, you can get to it. It's a hidden folder inside your email box, but it's going to hold all those emails for you, and you can set it up so that you manually have to unpause it, or it can unpause after a certain period of time. I like using Inbox Pause at the end of the workday so that all the emails that come in over the course of the night are not a huge distraction for me when I wake up. So I wake up and look at my phone, which has been on airplane mode all night. I'm not seeing any notifications that are going to distract me from my number one task that morning, which is writing. There are free versions of Inbox Pause and Boomerang. Boomerang is a great tool because it's like something you can use if you have an email that comes in and you're not ready to deal with it yet, or if you send an email back to someone and you don't want to forget to reply again if they don't answer you, it will sort of send it right back into your inbox at a time that you choose. So those are some of my favorites to get that mental clarity of not being attached to your inbox. I also love using Toggl. It is a great manual tool that you can have different codes and tags set up for. I use it to keep track of any of my clients where I'm on an hourly contract so they know exactly how much time I'm spending. But I do use other color codes to see how much time I'm spending on my dissertation, administrative work, client work, etc. And at the end of the week, you can really see how much you actually dedicated to particular tasks. It'll show you in a visual report as well as the numerical breakdown. So it's a great browser tab to have open while you are working, or you can also run it on your phone. Freedom is another tool you can use to block yourself from particular websites. If you have a tendency to want to log in to Twitter while you're writing and that's super distracting for you, Freedom will block you from being able to do that. So again, these are like ways to self-police when you're trying to get something done. If you don't trust yourself to be able to stick to what you've outlined, these distraction tools are really helpful.